Yo, what's up everyone? It's Destiny Ranks here, and today I'm going to be ranking all of the new Taken weapons released in Season of the Deep. I'm going to be ranking them based on how they feel in PvE, not how good they are in PvP. I will talk about some of the different roles though, and mention which ones have a good chance of being good PvP weapons. Obviously, these rankings are based on my opinion, so definitely leave a comment down below if you disagree with any of these. Alright, let's get into the rankings. Coming in last place is the new sniper, A Distant Pool. Being a sniper, it was doomed from the start to be at the bottom of the PvE ranking. It's a 140 round per minute sniper, and just snipers in general are not very meta at the moment. Looking at the perks, in the left column you would want to get either overflow or triple tap for PvE, and you would probably want explosive payload in the right column for that damage increase. Also, the new perk, collective action, might be another good option. This perk grants you a damage increase whenever you get an elemental pickup or throw a strand tangle. So overall some good perks, but like I said, sniper rifles aren't strong in the current meta. It may be worth looking at this weapon in PvP though, as it can get moving target and opening shot. Also, you could go for headstone in the right column to make things a little more interesting. One last quick note on this weapon, I love the scope it has. But that's about it. Coming in 5th place is the targeted redaction hand cannon. This is a 120 round per minute hand cannon, and personally I just don't like this thing. After using it for a little bit, I've concluded that it has too much recoil and low-key gives me a headache. It's kind of hard to see where you're aiming to, and that can just really make things annoying, and I just kind of hate it. Looking at the perks, Outlaw is probably the way to go in the left column, and Explosive Payload is probably your best option in the right column, but you could also go for Frenzy and Collective Action. While I don't like it for PvE, I saw a video showcasing this thing in PvP, and apparently with some builds, you can get it to get 2 taps pretty easily. Something with the new Collective Action perk and Stasis Shards can give you a big enough damage bonus to run around 2-tapping people. So overall, it's worth a look in PvP, but I can't see myself ever using it anywhere else. Coming in 4th place is the new shotgun until its return. This is a 140 round per minute shotgun in the rapid fire frame archetype. This shotgun actually has some decent perks. It can get overflow trench barrel, while also having collective action and vorpal weapon as options in the right column. I really want this gun to rank higher, but shotguns are hard to use since you have to get into close range. In a meta where rapid fire frames are actually good, I think this thing would be a beast, but sadly that just isn't the case. Quick note, I don't think this thing will be anything special in PvP either, so yeah. Coming in 3rd is the pulse rifle, Different Times. This is a 540 round per minute pulse rifle in the rapid fire frame archetype. It's got some decent perks, specifically subsistence and outlaw in the left column, and actually a lot of different good perks in the right column. It has hatchling, headseeker, collective action, multi-kill clip, and also adrenaline junkie. So it does have some good perk combos, but I just didn't like the feel of this weapon after playing with it, and I don't think it's a very meta archetype. It's definitely a gun worth trying in PvP though, as it can get moving target and collective action, which is a new role and could potentially be very nasty. Coming in 2nd place, I hope this isn't very controversial, I actually have the new sword. Yeah. The Thin Precipice is a strand vortex frame sword, so it's super unique and I'm not sure if it's the first of its kind or not. Some good perks it can get are Tireless Blade or Unrelenting in the left column, and both Chain Reaction and Hatchling would be amazing perks in the right column. While it is a sword, I actually think this thing is super fun to use, and I can see it being very useful in lower level content. Chain Reaction and Hatchling can definitely be very fun perks on a vortex frame sword. Just running into a group of enemies and absolutely obliterating them is such a good feeling. So yeah, I actually like this thing, and while swords aren't really meta right now, I think this weapon definitely deserves to rank higher than all the ones before. Coming in 1st place, not surprising at all, we have the SMG. The Rapacious Appetite, I hope I said that right, is an aggressive frame SMG shooting at 750 rounds per minute. Some good perk combos are Perpetual Motion in either Target Lock, Frenzy, or Headstone. Being an SMG, it's going to be a decent option as long as it has good rolls. Headstone is definitely a fun perk, and Target Lock is just overall good for damage. I don't think this thing really compares to some other SMGs, such as the Callus Mini Tool or the Ikelos SMG, but it definitely does have some potential. Definitely watch out for this thing in PvP though, because it's basically a craftable the Immortal, and that target lock roll is going to be nasty. So after looking at all those weapons, some of you might be wondering if any of these are going to be meta, and I think that Well, no, they're kind of all trash to be honest.